it's Emily Kutchins, the Buttery Babe, here in my kitchen making Japanese appetizers. Today we're going to make a Japanese cabbage pancake, and I'm not going to attempt to say it because I will completely butcher it. We're just going to make it. So along with the cabbage pancake, there's 2 dipping sauces. So fun. We'll make the sauces while the cabbage pancake is cooking. In my bowl, I have 4 cups of finely sliced cabbage. I just do this with my knife. It's about 1/3 of a small head of cabbage. It puffs up nicely. I did it with a knife because I like these long, fun strands. I think they're beautiful. But you can send it through the processing blade on your food processor, through the shredding blade. Or if you really want to make this a quick appetizer, go get the packaged shredded cabbage that's already in the bag. Sometimes it's got carrots in it. That's okay. Sometimes I throw carrots in here too. And if I don't have cabbage, I've been known to use some kale or some Swiss chard. I know it's not traditional, but traditional is not always fun. Sometimes you gotta improvise. So as I said, we have 4 cups of shredded carrots. The rest of the batter is super easy. It's gonna be 6 eggs and some regular flour and also some rice flour. We're gonna make the batter in a separate bowl and then toss it in with the cabbage. So I'm gonna crack my 6 eggs right into the bowl. I'm not so cool that I can do that one-handed move. Did you see what I just did? I had a little piece of shell in there. I just used the rest of the shell to scoop it up. It's like a magnet. Ooh, double yolk on that. Camera roll, can you see the double yolk? How exciting. We're going to have a lucky, lucky day. So, with our 6 eggs, we are going to add, this is 2 green onions or scallions, and we've got, oh, I'm not going to throw in the bowl, oopsie. I've got a tablespoon of toasted sesame seeds and a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. If you don't have toasted sesame seeds, use plain ones. If you don't like sesame seeds, then don't put them in. This is rice flour, and it's ground up rice. You can also use potato starch or cornstarch if that's what you've got. I have all of them, so I'm going to use the rice flour. It'll help make it crispy and chewy. So that was a 1/4 cup of that, and now we have 3/4 of a cup of our general all-purpose flour. Done and done. And then we're just going to put in about a tablespoon of soy sauce and a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. I like that deep, dark, rich sesame flavor. While we're doing all of this, we also have our pan preheating over medium. I have a very old skillet salt, and of course, how did you think we were going anywhere without our pepper mill? Pepper mill. Yay. I have a very old pan that I got as a hand-me-down from a family friend, and it is naturally nonstick because it's been loved for decades and decades. So we're just mixing together all of those batter ingredients real quickly with our whisk. It's going to be pretty stiff because it's got to hold together all that cabbage. Don't worry about lumps. It's not a big deal. We just want to make sure that everything's incorporated nicely. So that's pretty good. See, it's still kind of lumpy and chunky. It's not a big deal at all because it's going to get tossed around again with our cabbage. So now all of this is going to go into the cabbage bowl. Make sure everything gets in because that's all our yummy goodness. All in. All in. And then I'm just going to take some tongs and turn it all around. And it's not, remember, this is not a traditional American style pancake where it's super battery. It's almost all cabbage. And the batter is just really there to hold the cabbage together. This is enough of the mixture to make 2 of our cakes. And they're the size of the pan. So if you have a really ginormous pan, you can make 1 ginormous pancake. If you want to make miniature ones, you can. But we usually make, it's about an 8-inch pancake, and then we cut it into wedges for appetizers. So that's all mixed together, and you see the batter just clings to it nicely. We're gonna come around so we can get a better view of it cooking. We are at the burner. Our pan is nice and hot. You can see it's actually smoking, so I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. You want it to be a nice medium. And then we've got all of our mise en place ready. So I've got my spatula and my fish spatula so we can flip. And what we're going to do is just do a nice coating of oil. It's already hot. And then we're going to take about half of our cabbage filling and put it in the pan. And you can already hear it sizzling. And then we're going to take our tongs and flatten it out. Because what we want to do is make a nice crispy layer, and it's going to cook better if it's even. And now that it's nice and even, give it a little jiggle, see it moves nicely. And then just put in a little bit more oil just around the edges. It'll help it get in there and get crispy. And then you're going to take a lid and just put it on there. And that'll let the underside cook, and the top of the cabbage is going to start to steam. It'll cook down inside there. This is going to take about 6 to 8 minutes. While it's cooking, we're going to make the 2 sauces that go on top. So, there's 2 sauces for this cabbage pancake, which makes it extra fun because who doesn't like a sauce? The first one is ketchup based, and you can actually buy it in jars at the Asian market, but it's super easy to make. So we're going to take, there's about a tablespoon of ketchup, a few drops of sesame oil, that was about a teaspoon, and about a teaspoon of soy sauce, and we're going to mix those together. You could also do ketchup mixed with Worcestershire sauce, or you can do ketchup mixed with a little bit of like A1. None of them are super traditional in ingredients, but they do get the flavor right. And then literally we're going to take a spoon, it's just a kitchen spoon, and mix it all together. And see how it's not beautiful, but it's tasty, which is more important. And then our second sauce is a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise and a teaspoon of sriracha. And then we're just going to mix in a little bit of water to make it a little bit easier to decorate our pancake. And then again, just like a teaspoon, mix that all together. So we've got a spicy mayonnaise, and then more like a tangy, almost like a barbecue sauce, if you will. And then this, we do want to make it nice and smooth because the mayonnaise lumps are not the most appealing to look at. If you want to decorate it with more toasted sesame seeds or green onions, you can also go ahead and do that when we plate. Okay, how quick was that? Done and done. We're going to be back in just a flash and we'll check on our pancake. Well, it's been about 6 minutes while we made our sauce and cleaned up a little bit. Let's check on our cabbage pancake. Remember, it was cooking over medium with the lid on to help the cabbage cook down. And you can see, we'll just pop that right there, that the middle is still a little gooey where the egg is, but the edges are going to be nice and crispy. So you can flip it with your fish spatula, or I'm going to be a brave girl, see if we can get it to flip all by itself. Should. Like I went to culinary school or something. Woohoo! So, this beautiful and crunchy golden brown, we're just going to put the lid back on it so that the bottom side can get nice and set, and it'll be another 3 or 4 minutes.